Today I'll be using the word cuál again. Cuál, which one. You will also be hearing an Irish chef, one of the judges, speaking quite a bit. Speaking English the way that maybe people where he comes from think that we should speak it. And you'll find that sometimes it's difficult and maybe even impossible to understand what he's saying, at least at first. When you travel from, let's say, Puerto Rico to certain parts of Argentina, to Ecuador, Bolivia, España, you'll have to make adjustments there too. They have to adjust to each other's Spanish. That's part of the adventure of foreign language. And thirdly, I want you to learn some more really cool things about cooking, because cooking is like a universal language. As you travel the world, you just may find yourself working in a kitchen. Chef, did people have a hard time understanding you, or did you have a hard time understanding us when you came over?
Yeah, people found it very difficult to understand me. Extremely so. And my accent is still pretty strong, but not what it was when I got over here first. It was brutal. I felt sorry for them. I became an American citizen. I'm very proud of America. I think it's the best country, apart from my country, on the planet.
You're a dual citizen?
I'm a dual citizen, yeah.
And you can love two countries, and there's no problem with being patriotic?
I love America. I think America is, as I say, the second best country on the planet. You know, and unfortunately, the Americans that live here don't appreciate it.
Lección 209. ¿Quiénes quedan? Who's left? Segunda parte. El estudiante busca. Está buscando. ¿Qué está buscando? No sé. Ah, cebollas. ¿Cuáles? No sé. As you can see, there are several different kinds. Está preparando el cuchillo. Está preparándolo. Está preparándolo. Aquí tienes a dos chefes. A la izquierda tenemos a Glinda Willis. A la derecha, Dennis DeSteak. Ella es de Estados Unidos. Él es de Irlanda. ¿Dónde está Irlanda? Well, look at this mapa. Which país is Ireland? ¿Cuál es Irlanda? Este país es Irlanda.
The lucky sevens are the only ones that have their chicken iced, and the other team over there, the Blonde Roos, they seem to have their, you know, they were able to give me a good description of what they were making.
Do you have to be smart to know how to do this stuff right?
Of course, yeah, but you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta have good knife skills. Got a good flavour, good palate. Be able to handle the pressure well, because it is a high pressure profession.
Are they making dishes that look like they're the kind of thing you'd like to eat?
Yes, some of them, yes. To me, it all boils down to the final product. Taste is number one, and how it looks. You know, they go hand in hand. But it can taste beautiful, but if it's a sloppy looking dish, it's not right either. You know, the best, most flavorful dish typically wins.
Everybody's doing, seems like similar the same thing. Hopefully somebody sets himself apart with, hopefully seasons something properly, and they're probably going to win. I think a lot of people have the misconception of this industry. I've been doing it, I'm 28, been doing it since I was 16. You have to work very hard. Not a lot of money at first. You know, a lot of people, you know, they think they're going to graduate school and become a chef, and it's just not that way. The best advice I can give is go work in great restaurants, keep your head down, and go forward with that, and just have a great attitude about it, because otherwise, I don't know, the only way you're going to learn is to learn from people that know more than you.
Más que tú, more than you, más que tú.
Yeah, we think it's a pretty good selection. There's lots of stuff here to use. We're kind of shocked that the stuff isn't being used yet.
Are the students using a good combination of this table?
Not really. No, they're just, and again, they're students, but there's so much, us as professionals, we've been at this a long time. There's so much beautiful stuff here.
You were saying that only one group had iced the chicken. What's the big deal there? It must be very important to you.
Yeah, you've got, that's where your greatest risk of food contamination is, with chicken especially. You've got to keep it cold to keep it safe,
In case you wonder why the camera is sometimes pointed in funny ways at people, it's because I was standing in the middle of a contest and I had to stay out of the way. Sometimes I didn't have any room at all to move. Chef, could I ask you something about Irish food?
Sure, yeah.
What's so great about it?
I wouldn't say it's the best culinary food, but what is good about it, a lot of it is it's pretty healthy, there's not a lot of fats and oils used, people are very conscious of, reduced fats, and like a typical Irish lamb stew has got potatoes, carrots, onion, celery, lamb of course, and it's white, it's not brown, it's basically a braised, poached, everything is, brought to a simmer. So there's no added fats, whereas like a lot of the typical rich French American style stews, there's a ton of fat in there, but fat is the flavour.
Do you speak one language?
I speak Irish. I do speak some Irish as well. It's the language, the traditional language from
Gaelic.
Ireland. Gaelic, yeah, Gaelic Irish, yeah.
Can you count for us in Gaelic?
Yeah. A hain, a do, a tree, a car, a cuig, a she, a shock, a uck, a nuck, a dick. That's up to 10. I can give you a sentence in Irish. Let me see. Say like over there. Tá na cahairaka in Aka na Fuinoga, which means the chairs are next to the window.
A couple more minutes on this side and then put it on plate.
Parece, seems, looks. El pollo parece muy rico, 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 rico. Chef, that chicken over there looks awfully good to me. How does it look to you?
Looks real good. Just surprised.
Dice que parece rico, pero un poco grande.
So,
What was the dish you made when you knew that you were really putting it together?
no, actually, I was out on the grill. Somebody had me on one of these little $9 grills.
In the
I was
backyard?
in the backyard. And I was making steaks, and everybody told me that was the perfect steak.
Well, how can that be?
I was like, it was? Okay. And so I never stopped. I never stopped.
El pollo parece rico, 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 rico. La ensalada también parece rica, 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 rica. Estos también parecen ricos, rico, 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 ricos. Llevan sus platos a los 4 judges, los 4 jueces. Este chef se llama Greg Schiesser. Es un chef muy inteligente.